Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use I as an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the powers to chant. Jah give her the powers to chant. Ras Tafari, the lion's voice.
This is Mama Thea of Asli Pure, and when I want to hear the story from the lion and the lioness, I listen to Lion Voice with Ras Kwasi Bonsu.
Greetings, this is Ras Shiloh. The time has come for the lions to tell their own story. See? This is the lion's voice. Keep it locked, right, sir? Ras Shiloh said that. Are you satisfied? Wipe those tears from your eyes. I'm all alone, still you thought I was telling a lie. This is the lion's voice. Keep it locked, right, sir?
Is it true? Because I've heard that Venezuela has said that if they are invaded, that they are going to bomb Trinidad. Is that true?
They said they did. Yes, they did. They did. And you see, our administration, our Prime Minister has been making inflammatory remarks. At one point, she had said, "Kill them all violently." These are the people in the. I mean, the thing about it is, without a shred of evidence, they have killed these people in the book. You know that these are fishermen, you know, who are going about their business, and she said, "Kill them all violently," and she's been making inflammatory remarks that will exacerbate the entire situation. And she has made a trip to United States, and she's been talking with all of the officials there and returning without giving us information as to what she has discussed.
What do you have to tell the people about Ras Tafari?
Light to the world. King of kings and the conquering line of the tribe of Judah. I left himself. Where's my ruler? Hey yo! Yeah. Hear them high, hear the black king on the 23rd of July. So tell them guy who praise God up in the sky, it's a lie. The Almighty living on your night. From ancient time, them a try. Them Romans know them just open them suit and ties. Criminals ain't got no alibi, they stole my people. Then them come without them genocide.
Are you talking about slavery?
Them couldn't kill the lion we come conquer Judah tribe. Go through tribulation, I strive, see sufferation, I still rise. That's why we tell them in America, live Rastafari in every ghetto area. We come to tell them in a Toronto, straight at it.
Family, as I said, I do not have a Bugatti and I cannot afford a Ferrari, but I was able, through the powers of the Almighty, to make some phone call and to assemble fire angels from out of Trinidad Tobago. Please help I to welcome the Trinidad and Tobago Ras Tafari and Pan-African family. What a joy. So we're going to start with Auntie Thea, because I want to get the historical context for this conversation. This is a high-level reasoning platform, so we want to make sure before we go into anything that we educate ourselves on the historical relationship between Trinidad, Venezuela, and also the United States, Trinidad and Venezuela. Why this hankering for regime change coming out of the United States? What are the implications with the geopolitics in terms of the oil, all of these things on the chessboard? You know, can you give us a historical context? And then I'm coming to the Empress Ferkete.
Okay, what we have seen thus far, is that, I mean, even a blind person can see that this is not at all about drug cartels and running after drug dealers. We all know that it is all about oil. The oil in Venezuela that the United States is desirous of usurping. So thus far, 3 ships have been blown up. 3 boats have been blown up in the Caribbean. I think there's a total of 70 people who have been killed. And the end result of all of this is the fact that people are in fear, or people are scared. They're running scared, and we are not hearing from the powers that be. The Prime Minister has been silent so far. She has not been, speaking to the nation concerning this issue that is very concerning to Trinidadian people and Tobagoan people. Recently, they put up a radar, both in Trinidad and in Tobago, and they are blatantly lying in our faces and telling us this is not at all about Venezuela. It is just to monitor drug runners or whatever. So we all know that these people have a hidden agenda, and it is all about oil, and it has nothing to do with capturing the drug cartels. So far we've had a rally in Woodford Square.
Okay.
It was not well attended. There were about 200 people, or maybe a little over 200 people. There's another one carded for this Sunday. Hopefully it will be, I think this one will be, will have a better attendance. But basically, I think that the people are quite laid back, quite complacent, not at all aware of the crucial nature of this entire scenario, the fact that there is impending war. We are not ready. Trinidadian people and maybe Tobagoan to a lesser extent are not making themselves aware. It's business as usual. It is business as usual. Nobody is taking this thing, very few people are taking this thing seriously. There's a small minority that have the awareness, but people are going about their business as usual, day-to-day lives. You understand? So generally, this is the bottom line, and this is the situation as it stands.
Is it true? Because I've heard that Venezuela has said that if they are invaded, that they are going to bomb Trinidad. Is that true?
They said they did. Yes, they did. They did. And you see, our administration, our Prime Minister has been making inflammatory remarks. At one point, she had said, "Kill them all violently. These are the people in the." I mean, the thing about it is, without a shred of evidence, they have killed these people in the book. That these are fishermen, who are going about their business, and she said, "Kill them all violently," and she's been making inflammatory remarks that will exacerbate the entire situation. And she has made a trip to United States, and she's been talking with all of the officials there and returning without giving us information as to what she has discussed. I think it may have been yesterday, she made an about turn and tried to say that if Venezuela is attacked, she would support. But nobody's buying that. Nobody's buying that. So that all of these inflammatory remarks have been made. The situation has escalated, and we are all preparing for war. People are not taking it seriously, and that is my concern. Our people are not ready. They're not aware. They're not
Yes.
concerned. Party as usual, lime as usual, carnival is coming, Christmas, parang. Even on the airwaves, you would not hear the talk show hosts giving any updates on the situation. They're just playing their music.
That
You
is
know,
why,
dirty
yes,
songs and all.
that's why Rastafari independent non-aligned media is so important, because we want to use this episode to sound the trumpet for our people, to let them know this is not business as usual. This is not playtime,
It's not.
because I'm sure that them bombing in the sea is making fishermen weary about going out on the sea to fish.
They
So
have not been going.
that's going to have impacts on the food supply chain. If there is a war, the ships that deliver imports to Trinidad are not going to be coming in regularly. This is going to create food shortage. Are we planting food in anticipation and storing food? These are the questions we're going to be asking tonight. So this is not a regular show just for jollification. This is Rastafari people playing our role in this prophetic time to sound the trumpet of preparation. You know what I mean? Empress Ferkete, please just build on what the elder has started in terms of the history, and set the context for us. We're going to give everyone a chance to build. This is how we love Rastafari reasoning. This is how Rastafari build through the four corners of creation, through reasoning. So please just build on what our elder has said.
Give thanks. Just to add to what Sister Tia, would have explained about our political climate right now. I know we want to give a historical context, but I want to stress on the fact that our Prime Minister is playing with Trump and MAGA, Make America Great Again rhetoric. She is manipulating that rhetoric to rally support from her political supporters, her diehard political supporters, and she's using inflammatory language in order to create, like rage bait with her followers in terms of trying to support Trump, the Republican politics, because a lot of her followers, based on social media and the influence of social media, they kind of play into that rhetoric that Trump he used to win the election, and Kamala is doing the same, right? The same language he uses, she uses as well. He is very ambiguous in his statements on what he intends to do. She does the same. She is following everything he does, and she's playing with her political membership and just using blind loyalty in order to get people to support this narrative of an anti-drug effort, right? We all know it's not about drugs, and we know it's not about narco-terrorism. That is a fallacy created by the CIA to create a false flag, which they always do. They did that in Libya, they did that in Sudan, and they basically just create a false narrative to get support from their citizens. They're just concerned about the natural resources and the oil and the minerals. We know that. And reason being, this is a long-standing battle between Venezuela and the US. And if we go back to the Cold War, and even before that, they always had an interest in our region for natural resources. And they always try to play politics and try to instill fear and do fear mongering with our citizens, because we know that they are the bigger states, yes, and they try to instill this big bad Uncle Sam, big stick coming to the Caribbean to get rid of socialism. But, well, I would say not all of our population is educated enough to understand and see the games that are being played, but most of us, we remember.
Yeah, Ras Tafari, Empress Ferkete the first. Tell the people about Empress Ferkete. Well, even if the stars they fall and the moon turn into blood, well, through the coming war we stand tall. I will shower you with my love, and even when the people start ball, 'cause they see the city streets them flood. But when the hurricane blow down your wall, I'll be by your side and me nah budge. Think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. Almighty, I made your light shine, and unto I, your love was a lifeline. Think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. Almighty, I made your light shine, and unto I, that light was a lifeline. It seems like the world is upside down. I will never hide, I'd rather stand my ground. Lion of Judah blessed with the triple crown. Can't come fool I with no circus clown. Now fear no hurricane or the cyclone. Respect for Mama Earth with that embedded on me bone. That's why I will never leave you alone. Protect you from harm when the alarm sound. So even when the stars they fall and the moon turn into blood, to the coming war we stand tall. I will shower you with my love, and even when the people start ball, 'cause they see their city streets them flood. When the hurricane blow down our wall, I'll be by your side and me nah budge. Think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. The Almighty, I made your light shine, and unto I, your light was a lifeline. I think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. The Almighty, I made your light shine, and unto I, your love was a lifeline. They say hurt people. Maybe that's why Babylon them so evil. Maybe Babylon abused as a child. That's why them no like the light when you smile. That's why them no like how your body curve. The way how you dance get on Babylon nerve. Them no know how the Almighty you serve. Want to be a queen, so a king you deserve. And I'll be by your side when things get worse. When the city flood cause the dam just burst. When you can depend on no state or church. Firm like a man in an highly Selassie firm.